Welcome everyone. This is Nichel Anderson and I'm your host for my podcast show, Nichel Anderson Short Stories and Beyond. Thank you so much everyone for joining me for this whole season 6. I appreciate you. Guess what? Today is my finale show. Y'all know what's up. I am so happy. Thank you so much for supporting me and downloading my episodes, and I'm so excited to be wrapping up my number 65 episode on MOLIAE Short Stories. I know you've been waiting for this, and I'm so excited to share this with you. And it is entitled King Mahlon Speaks of Disloyalty Before the Gods of Pledianens and an Orion is Born. All right, so thank you so much for joining me and tuning in and supporting my brand. Helping me towards my dream, because I'm still keeping it alive, and to focus on the message that I feel that's what my book is about. Mitzrayim, a memoir of a past life in ancient Egypt, deals with love and understanding about relationships and how we can grow, learn, and move forward. And when we're not able to, we kind of focus on what we can do to get out of any rut and just believe in the impossible can be possible. So with that, I just want to say a big thank you. And I'm very excited to be wrapping up my 6th season. I'm looking forward to my summer break, which is June, July, and August, to return back in September for my season 7. Can I say amen? Amen. Thank you. Hallelujah. I appreciate you. I appreciate God. Thank you. And we keep on moving to keep my message and my book on the forefront of what love is. What is true love? It's darn sure not negative love. So we got to be on it, ready, acknowledge it, love it, share it. By the way, share this podcast today. Last season 5, my finale got a lot of downloads. I was so happy, and I had the ability to be able to really get involved in that sense. And that just means of, talking to different people about it. They really loved it. Some people, that episode should have been a movie. If only y'all could see how I saw it. I try to describe as best as possible. And I really hope that you continue to talk about it and share it. Facebook. So if you listen to this today, you got to do 3 things for me. You got to go to Facebook. You got to find where it's posted. If it's not posted there, find another post and just say, everybody go and download Nichel Anderson finale podcast show number 65, the MOLIAE Short Story. Then you got to go on another social media. You got to do the same thing and link it. Okay, you could do we could do, at the Apple Store, what have you, iTunes, I get it out. Definitely go to Twitter, my Twitter page, go there and tag and say, check out, y'all just got to help a sister. You got to do it. I've been doing all this for all these years. I love it, but it really helps if I get some really steam into it, and that will really promote my brand and my dream to fund my dream of a feature film there, okay? And other filming activities that I got. I got a lot of goodies that I want to do. So that's why I'm doing the monthly releases, and the funding will help. I don't normally go there with the funding, but I just got to put it out there. It really will help, because what I'm trying to do is going to take a lot of dollars, a lot of coins on that weather to really bring what I visualized and what I wrote to life. I want to bring the best, and I want to bring the right message that when you leave and see that, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, that's something that I ain't never seen before, and it's so moving, right? So without further ado, I just want to say, guess what? We are about to get into this, my finale, number 65, okay? I think that's pretty much everything I need to go over. Go to MOLIAE, check out my brand, MOLIAE.com, get you a t-shirt. That helps the production. Definitely go to MOLIAE Beauty. That's all the good stuff with some really wonderful skincare healing. So do that and be happy. Okay, so in my book, Mitzrayim, a memoir of a past life in ancient Egypt, you can get on Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Don't forget, leave a review. Say, hey, Nichel, I love your podcast and I love your book. I want positive reviews. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't got time for no negativity. It's a giving, receiving type thing. Especially what I've been doing is giving and receiving. And that's what you do to show your appreciation. If you love it. If you don't love it, whatever. But it's good. Go to Discord, MOLIAE Discord. It's just really a buffet. Go to Discord and say, hey, I love it. And everything. Find your character on the channel, on that Discord, and you can type any questions about that character. And trust me, you'll get a response and a breakdown and connect as a community. If you love Egypt, you would do it. And definitely follow and be a part of the NFT MOLIAEworld.com. Go to Twitter, MOLIAE World, and post it. I just heard the podcast show of the finale, and all of this connects to the NFTs Pyramid Mystery Temple reunion. Yes, I'm going out live. I'm all excited because guess what? I'm ending my season 6, but I ain't going nowhere because this is about to lift off. You're gonna love it, okay? And when I do the director clip, y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Okay, so let's get into this. Thank you. I appreciate you. And we're about to do this, okay? The last episode was on episode 64. Hanee sends a letter to King Mahlon for an alliance. Guess what? We found out Hanee got a younger brother. We also found out, guess what? King Mahlon got a younger brother. Now that right there is news. Can I say a hallelujah? I'm coming with stuff you don't know. Don't you want to see this on a movie? Buy a t-shirt. Buy a book, buy an NFT, download my music, help me with a sister with a dream. I'm in Atlanta trying to live it. I sold my house to get here. Okay, it's been a hard struggle. I was in my 20s, writing my book. I'm still in my 20s, y'all. Nonetheless, do it. Help a sister. Tell somebody, let this go viral. And they buying all the merchandise they can buy, particularly those t-shirts. And it's just whatever. Just get it, do it, help a sister to get her dream. And I'm telling you, you're gonna love what I got planned for my production house. Okay, so let's get into this. And Hanee did send the letter. So now we're gonna move forward to today when King Mahlon is about to speak to the gods of Pledianens. Okay, can I get a hoo-hoo? We're about to get into this. All right, I'm so excited. I get excited on my finale. So exciting. And I'm more relaxed, y'all, and we're gonna do this. This is live, and we are going to do this. Let's do it. Let's get started. Let's begin for my finale, Season 6, 2022-2023, for this week of my podcast show, Nichel Anderson Short Stories and Beyond. For this week episode number 65, entitled, King Mahlon Speaks of Disloyalty Before the Gods of Pledianens, as an Orion is born. Opening scene. In the adjoining Akuni room in the Pledianens galaxy, guys, we see King Mahlon wearing his Mystery Royal King crown and garment of royal turquoise and white Santuan colors. He was reading over the papyrus letter that was given to his younger brother named Hanee that was handwritten by General Hanee of Orion. They had talked of a secret message of where he is unknown but discovered, Mahlon's brother, that not many knew at this moment of time, as Hanee, sometimes is called as Tahan, stayed and lived on the planet in Pledianens galaxy, working on special assignments around the universes. But Hanee felt compelled to assist Auno, Hanee's younger brother, of the matter that unfolded in the skies of Orion. King Mahlon was standing in front of the many floor-length 40 feet clear glass wall panels that could view many feet of gardens of green and other colorful flowers as the three Aspu solar disk beamed over the area, and the Kingomine in the distant horizon slowly approaching to claim its victorious reign again. King Mahlon was about to walk out to give his speech of the situation in Orion and to put more pressure on the southern tribal leaders, as he wanted to urge the Akuni leaders for an investigation to whom it was that led to the disloyalty that now has escalated, and that those of the Akuni is after their star that was to be kept secret of its whereabouts, and seemed to pinpoint, in fact, it is in Mitzrayim, and he know of all of this. Hanee letter proved several things, and an alliance could bring all of them to the forelight for the judgment of who actually had the initial idea that led to the disloyalty and all other matters associated back to capture their star. But could he trust him, an Orion of that elite status, that more than so, seeking power as a former member on the council that also went along with the plan to get their star, as he was one of the main power players on the Akuni council? King Mahlon and Taheen was nearby drinking some herbal tea as he too looked at, within thought of their discussion about this matter. Then he spoke, not looking at his brother. It was Taheen that spoke first. He said,
"These are treacherous waters of our time, but I know you will choose what is best for all."
King Mahlon replied as he too kept looking straight ahead.
King Mahlon. Atra. Who to trust is always the challenge in rulership of leaders.
Taheen said in that reply.
You don't trust this, Hanee? He has nothing to lose but his freedom if he betrays you.
Then Taheen looked over to his brother Mahlon, and Mahlon shook his head very slowly, still looking out to the gardens now. King Mahlon said,
They will squirm to find another way to get the freedom they seek. They are all after their star of Mitzrayim.
Mahlon then looked over to his brother, and he nodded in agreement with Mahlon before returning back to stare as well, as the Atspu on net was about to set in the horizon, as the other two of Spu nestled to decide when they will let the king of the skies enter in. Taheen was about to say something when the golden doors opened. It revealed Queen Hagar, looking beautiful as ever, holding Princess Hannah's hand, and Queen Mother Mamie walking in thereafter, holding Elder Tahib's hand as well, along with a few of the Akuni guards walking in. Princess Hannah let go of her mother's hand and ran over to her father with a big smile, and King Mahlon scooped her up as flowers that remind them back in Mitzrayim. Her turquoise and yellow striped royal dress curled in like a bow around her feet, enclosed with golden sandals as her Nubian hair bounced individually as dates back home on Tamat. The emerald and turquoise gemstone breastplate that she wore, the young princess, went lovely with the ribbon of fabric in Princess Hannah's hair. As she kissed her father, speaking as eager to know what would proceed soon, Princess Hannah said, Are you ready for your spendon in front of all the Akuni, father? King Mahlon smiled, and then at the same time handed Queen Hagar the letter from General Hanee. She began to read it. Then King Mahlon said to Princess Hannah,
Assure, and you will be my star of the heavens to get me to focus, and not on the impending sail I promise you when we return to Mitzrayim.
Princess Hannah's eyes lit up. Oh, sure, father. Would you take me to Nasar pyramids and the now turns colors of the skies from Spu? I want to go there. King Mahlon said, beaming.
For you, I will.
Then Princess Hannah laughed as the others, one by one, and they just enjoyed that moment. Queen Hagar then finished reading General Hanee's letter and then handed to her mother, that then Queen Mother Mamie handed to Grandfather Elder Tahib. After reading it, they both nodded in disbelief of such a proposal for an alliance, as he is in hiding. Queen Hagar rubbing her belly and looking at them all back. Then at Mahlon, she said, What would be your decision on this? King Mahlon said, looking at them and Elder Tahib. There be time for you to decide to make any alliance with them. And this general, Hanee Mahlon, is wanted species in many galaxies. There needs to be an envoy for his proposal. Grandfather Tahib said. Then Queen Mother Mamie agreed, nodding. You will know when to consider or move forward with his proposed deal. Orions are always after the position of power, and not of the balance of therein amongst the rest. King Mahlon nodded as everyone pondered the next move. Then King Mahlon hugged Princess Hanee one more time in his arms, turned to look back out into the glass full-length windows before his speech. Then many moments progressed forward, and the king raised encompassed the 3 Aspu stars and Pledianens for their resting time as the streak line in the skies still showed their path that left a crimson saturn colors in the open area of the Kunhun War Akuni womb chambers. The round platform rose high as 20 feet as the members of the Akuni Council of Nata sat awaiting the speech by King Mahlon. He spoke with calmness as his family watched and began with the journey from kingship and to the now after the war. As he progressed to that point, he then laid out the full reason of his request for his moment in requesting of them that was needed in Mitzrayim, that left many shocked of the brewing disloyalty amongst the tribal leaders back on Tamat. Then King Mahlon said,
I am not weary of another war, for the Orions and those that support them may bring their might, and I will stand as victorious as the last. What I do and am wearing is the constant interference and supporting of the Orions by members here.
Silence and then gasps interrupted his moment's plea. King Mahlon continued.
I will not motion those that I suspect, for in time all will be revealed, as it was taught to my generations of Sumna and from Atlantis, as etched in the tablets of the pyramid power many sorrows ago. But what I will ask is a needed investigation to whom and why, and for the judgment therein as Mitzrayim has suffered journey to acquire the Astar.
Silence continued to erupt the room chambers. He continued, Who will stand with Mitzrayim this day to support the royal family set with a mission given by the Akuni to lead forward with righteousness and balance that will oversee and provide for those crossing the skies? With that we must stay together, and those that do not, no matter rank, must be dismantled into no more, even if it is of the abyss afar or the Nile near. I have made my move. I will protect the Astar. Now, I need each of you of the Akuni member council, the 50, and more, as I see thousands are watching me here. Who would you stand with? Who? To protect the word of promise that an eye for an eye or a foot for a foot shall be the same to whomever was the one that made the disloyalty such deep realm of consequence before us here. Akuni members and everyone else rose with a standing ovation. Some members got up and left, and King Mahlon nodded as he knew the journey forward for such a request and acclamation of what needs to be done and what has been done to pull back the cloth of hiding and just let it out for everyone to decide and show which side of they're on. Will be a mighty mountain to climb, but he will be with everything unless they will support or acknowledge. King Mahlon says, I see before me the sides have been drawn. So be it. Meanwhile, in Akator's galaxy on the planet Jumona, we see General Hanee with his family talking to his brother Auno, discussing the letter he sent to King Mahlon. Hanee is pacing back and forth, not sure if it was a good idea, as early that day some officers of Orion region were seen, but in regular townspeople clothing. Auno assured him not to worry, that a few of their people do find this planet and settle down, but not really of any regime. Hanee then wishes he heard back from his letter. That he sent to King Mahlon, and Auno assured him that time is of his friend and not to worry. Just then, there was a loud noise in the side bedroom, and General Hanee with his family and Auno go to see what it is. It is his wife Thasia, and she is about, to give birth. Hanee's wife quickly gets the needed items in the cooking area and start to help and motion Hanee and her children to do certain tasks. Auno is so nervous he doesn't know what to do and went to his wife holding her hand. After several what seemed like hours to moments of an undefined of the planet Jumona time, Auno's wife gasps for support as the labor pains continue to increase and increase and increase as Auno wiped her forehead and held her hand. General Hanee and his children paced back and forth in the other room as his wife administered the occurrence that will be and anew before them with the new life on planet Jumona. Then, within moments that seem afar but are near of them, the cry of a baby Orion made through the anticipation into their reality. Hanee's wife stepped in the room where Hanee and her children were to motion them. It's okay to enter now. Come on, it's okay. And they entered and they saw Auno beaming with tears, hugging his wife's shoulder as she rested on their lot holding a blanket of their new baby boy. General Hanee and his children was excited and thrilled for them, and Hanee spoke proudly of his younger brother and wife, and Hanee's first new nephew. General Hanee said, "And what is his name, this young seed of you and Thasia?" Thasia spoke, I want it to be a bold name of his father. I shall let you decide, though. she said, looking up to Ayuno, that was speechless and with tears. He said, I wish for it to be as bold and courageous as Inatum, Hanee. You remember? He managed to laugh, and the others did as well, and Hanee nodded, tearing up. Hanee said, our father would have loved that, always wanted us to be fearless and bold of leaders. That was true. Well, what will be your son's name before us? Moments seemed to encounter them as Ayuno touched his son's hand and face. Ayuno said, I remembered our father's brother that was good to us and bold as ever as the mighty Nubian of the oceans of the abyss. I think I shall name him after him. Hanee gasped, nodding in memory as he stepped closer to the young baby boy, still nestled in his mother's arms, wrapped up looking as dim and younger days, an eye as closed shut to see what is taking place of his destiny. Vasya said, looking up to her husband Ayuno, well, what would be his name? Ayuno said in the Orion language, Manawa Noasa Geze. Translation, my son's name will be called Kishi. Insane.